Hello everyone, I am Yash Patel and welcome to my channel Django World. So in today's video, we are going to see that how we can design our user profile um, form, okay, which we created yesterday, right? So we are going to design this layout. So let's get started. So to do designing for this part, we are going to use crispy forms, okay. So before using that crispy forms, let us go to bootstrap.com. So I'll say get bootstrap.com, and in docs I will just go to list. So I'll just find that, yeah, list group, and from here I'll just copy this list, okay. So basically I'm trying to create side by rows. So basically I'm trying to create sidebar over here, okay. So I'll just open VS Code. Now I'll just close this forms.py and I'll go to templates and I'll create new file over here in containers folder, which will say underscore side nav bar dot html, okay. Now I will paste that over here, okay. After doing this, I'll go to profile.html. Not profile, I think. We need to go to edit public detail page, okay. So here I'll just create div dot row, then I will create one another div which will be div dot call hyphen md hyphen 3, okay, 3, and I'll hit enter. So here I'll just import that sidebar. So I'll go in base.html and I'll just copy this syntax and paste that over here, and I will write side nav bar, okay, and I will give underscore over here. So if I come over here and refresh, I got this side nav bar, okay. Now I'll just copy this div tag once again, and here I will say 9. So Bootstrap has 12 gridding style, okay. So if you don't know Bootstrap, please go ahead and learn it. So this is very easy to learn, okay. And here I will just paste this form and I will just delete this form, refresh, okay. So we got this form over here. Now let's go to browser once again and write Django crispy forms, okay. So crispy form comes with Bootstrap, okay. We don't need to add additional classes for that, so it is very easy to use also. So I'll go to install, and very down I'll just copy this command first. So I'll just say Control C, come to VS Code, and I'll open my terminal and I'll just close all the process and install this. So crispy forms has been installed. Now I will just add this to crispy forms, sorry, to installed underscore app. So I'll go to settings.py file in blog underscore project, and I will paste that over here, okay. Now once this is done, we need to go down and we will click on this Bootstrap because we want Bootstrap crispy forms, right? So don't click there also, we will go to next step. I'll say Django crispy forms Bootstrap 5, and here we will get GitHub link. So go down and copy this command, okay. You need to perform 2 commands, okay, keep in mind, and install these also. Requirements already satisfied. So after doing that, we already copied this, so we will copy this line now and paste that over here. After doing that, we need to copy these both line, and I will just paste after this root conf. Okay, now this has been done. Okay, so after doing that, you know, let's go to VS Code and edit profile, and here if I say pipeline and crispy, I think it should load it. Okay, let me see, I'm doing any mistake or not. No, let's open the documentation and let's go next. Okay, we need to write this also, we need to copy this tagline also. Okay, I will give you those links in description, please check there. And here I will load that crispy, and I'll copy this and paste that over here. Okay, come over here and refresh. Okay, we need to run the server. I'll say run server. Still we are not getting this. Okay, we have error. What's that? Remove this as underscore p. Okay, so you can see we got this UI, right? We haven't changed anything in our forms.py. By adding this crispy form, we automatically got those labels and the styling. Okay, now after doing this, we need to hide this user because we don't want any user to update in others profile. We want a user to update in only his profile. Okay, so to do that, we will go to authors forms.py, and in here we are going to do some changes. Okay, so first we are going to say, we are going to first define, so I'll say def. Okay, def underscore underscore init underscore underscore, and this will take self comma args and quarks. Okay, now in here I will say super dot underscore underscore init, and here I'll again pass args and quarks. Now here I will create one self method, so I'll say self dot fills, and here I will write user, and I'll say dot widget dot attributes dot update. Oops. And here I will create dictionary, inside this parenthesis I will create dictionary, and I will just say hidden is going to be hidden. Okay, so once this is done, just save this, come to browser and refresh. Okay, so we got some error. Let us go to profile model and grab this variable and paste that over here. So here we have made mistake, like I need to write fields, so I'll say fields and save this, come over here, refresh, and you can see we got, we removed this. Okay, now we are having this variable, so we will remove that also. Okay, now let us do one more thing, like since this is hidden, now we will create few sections in our edit underscore public underscore details page, right? So in here first I will create a section of general information. Okay, so inside this form, I'll just remove it. Or let's say don't remove. Okay, I'll create one div. Okay, div or let not create div, go to this getbootstrap.com, and inside this form layout we will copy this div, okay, and paste that over here. Okay, now we need to create one card and wrap this div tag in that card. So here I'll just say div dot card, okay, and inside that I'll create div dot card hyphen body, okay, and I will just cut this div and paste it over here. Come back to browser, refresh. We should see like this type of card, right? Okay, so once we have seen that, I'll just cut this form variable and paste that over here. Okay, now in this card I will create another div tag which will say div dot card hyphen heading, and I will just write h2 general info. Refresh. Okay, so I got this. I need to write header, I think. Header. This div tag should be out of this card body. Refresh. Okay, so yeah, this is that. Okay, so in general information, we want users location and bio, and what else, date of birth. Okay, so I'll just remove this input tag, we don't need this, and I will say form what is happening, yeah, form dot bio. Okay, come over here, refresh. I got this bio, okay, and here I will say pipeline s underscore crispy underscore field. I think this should work. Okay, so yeah, it worked. So instead of writing this crispy, we need to write s underscore crispy underscore field, because we are defining a particular field to crispy forms. Okay, that's why we need to write this now rather than this. Okay, this crispy variable will apply design to all fields automatically, and this will apply design to only particular field which is defined. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now cut this div tag, and I think that should be over here. Okay, bio. Now remove this input field, and here I will say form dot location, and I will just copy this variable of crispy form and paste that over here, and I will create one more div tag in this class only, and I will say dob. Save, come over here, refresh, and we got this. Okay, now you can see this text area is very big. Okay, so we need to make this text area small. So in VS Code, let's go to forms.py, and here I'll just copy this self method. Okay, and here I will say dob, and inside this I'll just remove that hidden, and I will say rows, and here I'll just define 3. Save this, come over here, refresh, come to this edit public details, and remove this crispy field. Okay, refresh. Not from dob, we need to write from bio, so just hit bio. Okay, so in forms, we need to write bio over here, so bio. Okay, and again we need to write that also, refresh. Okay, so we got this, right? So our text area is now looking small. Okay, after doing that, we will make one more section. So let's copy this div tag only. Okay, now this div tag will contain two fields related to work. Okay, so I will say education slash work. Okay, now here I'll just remove this bio field, and here I will say education and work. Come over here, refresh, and you can see we got that also. Now here these two cards are sticking to each other. Okay, so we need to give some margin on top, so I'll say mt-2, refresh. Okay, now this text area are very big again, so we will go to forms.py, and I will create this self method two times. One is going to be for education, so education, and one other is going to be for work. Save this, come over here, refresh, and these both are now fine. Okay, now after doing that, we will create one more div tag. Okay, so come back to the HTML page. Now the another div tag is going to be for links, so I'll just replicate this div tag again, and I will say social links. Okay, and here I will define one for, let's look into the model. It is going to be for website, so I'll say website over here. Oops, not that, over here, website. What is wrong with this? I'll just write website, and another is going to be for GitHub, so I'll just write GitHub over here, and our last link is going to be for Twitter. Okay, so I'll just copy this Twitter and paste that over here. So save this, come to browser, refresh, and you can see we got these three links. Okay, so this is looking pretty bad, so let's remove this call class from the Twitter div tag. Okay, refresh, now it's perfect. Okay, after doing all this thing, we just need to remove this form because we are copying this form again and again. So refresh, and this should look fine. So first let us try to add details and check whether this is working or not. So here I will just say I am master in Django and learning React JS. Okay, and I will put some emojis and click on update user. Okay, so we are getting some error. So what are the errors? Okay, so we are getting error because we have not included user field, that is required field. Okay, so we will just copy this, and I will just say here user, come over here, refresh, and since this is hidden field, I'll just remove that class. I'm just basically removing this crispy field, okay, as crispy field from this user tag, and I think we should able to update. So I'll say I am master in Django and learning React JS, and I will just add emojis again. Okay, and I'll just say update user. So our user is updated, so let us check in admin panel. So I will open incognito and I'll say /admin. Now I'll log into admin panel, and in users profile, admin's profile. Okay, so you can see we are able to update the user using the form. Okay, so since we have created this sidebar, we need to also define some links, right? So I'll just go to VS Code back, and in sidebar I will just say edit public user detail, and here I will say edit private details, and here I will say private public details. Okay, then here let us keep empty for now and come over here, refresh, right? We can see these both things. So from our profile I'll bring this link. Okay, so I'll go to profile, and we were creating for edit users. Okay, so I'll just copy this URL. I'll basically cut this URL. Okay, go to side navbar, and I need to create a tag, I think so. Yeah, I need to create a tag. Okay, so I'll just cut, not cut, I'll just cut basically, and I'll say a link, or go to bootstrap. I think we should get list layout with anchor tags. So I'm searching that. Okay, I think this is that. Yeah, just copy this, paste that over here, come over here, and just refresh. Okay, so we got that. Now here I'll do Ctrl Z, Ctrl X again, and in this href I will paste that. Okay, I need to paste that in second href. I'll just hash over here and here. Okay, after doing that, oops, something is wrong. Ctrl X, Ctrl V. Okay, everything is fine now. Now here, instead of second link item, I will say edit public detail, sorry, private details, private, and here I will say edit public details. Okay, save this, come over here, refresh, and you can see we got. Now if I click on edit private detail, I need to see this page. Okay, so it's working perfectly fine. Now here in drop down I need to update this update profile, I mean public detail. Instead of that I'll write settings. So in our nav bar we need to find this drop down. Okay, so here it is, and here I will say settings. Okay, so if user clicks on settings, he should be redirected over here. Okay, now after doing that, we will just go to this edit user profile, and here we will just copy this layout, which is over here. Okay, we'll just copy this layout and come to edit underscore user profile and paste this below. Now from this I will just remove this form tag. Okay, and cut this form tag and paste that over here. Come over here, refresh, and if I click over here, oops, something is wrong. Okay, so this block is repeating again and again, so I need to do, okay, refresh. Everything is fine. Okay, extend. We are extending base.html and loading. This should work. Okay, so I'll just remove these crispy forms because we are not using crispy forms in this page. Refresh again, and you can see now this h tag is repeating again and again, so I'll just do this. Okay, so this is also working perfectly fine. Now here, if you notice one more thing, we are on public private details and we have active class on this public edit public details. Okay, so for to fix that, we will go to side navbar, and here we are going to write loop. Okay, so before writing loop, let us update our URL. So here I'll go to authors and urls.py. Now here we are, you can see fetching this primary key. We are not going to do that anymore. Okay, and come to navbar.html, and in settings just remove this link. Okay, like users.id. Okay, not link, users.id from this settings line. And from sidebar we also need to remove. Okay, we have not added, so just refresh, come over here. Why can't we? Okay, so you can see now we are able to do this. So here I will add URL, and I will go to navbar.html again, and I will just copy this name and paste that over here. Refresh. If I click on this edit public details, then I should able to redirect to this form. Okay, now once this is done, here in a tag I will write if loops. Okay, so if I say if request dot path is double equals to this slash authors slash public underscore detail, then we need to show the class with active class, and else we will just copy this class and we will remove this active. So save this. Now we are going to do the same thing for edit user. Okay, so I'll just indent that first. Okay, now I will just copy this and paste it over here. Now if we are in this link, okay, so we'll just copy this link and paste it, save, refresh. So you can see we are in edit private details, so we have class over here, and if we go over here in public details, then we have class on public detail. Okay, now this has been done, so let's go to profile again. Now we will remove this class. Okay, we will remove this button actually. So go to navbar, not navbar, in profile.html. So profile.html, and I will just remove this, and then we will also add for this change password. Okay, so I'll just copy this whole href and go to sidebar, and in this third link item I'll say change change with capital C, CHANG, change password, and instead of this href I will just paste that href which we have copied. Okay, come over here, refresh, and in settings we should see this. So we have some error. I don't know what is the error. I mean, we have just error of classing. Okay, so I need to write double quotes over here. Refresh. Okay, done. So if I click on change password, we should redirect to this change password page. Okay, now I will also remove change password link from this. Okay, yeah, done. Refresh. Now I will also change this for div tag, I mean delete account. So I just cut this. Okay, and go to side navbar and paste that over here. Now I will just change this class. Okay, so I think this should be it, and I will remove both classes. Refresh. So we have one slash over here, so I'll remove that. Okay, so I think this is fine, right? So for now, let us remove this fav icon. Okay, now this delete account should be, in a red color. So here I will just write bg-danger. Okay, come over here, refresh. Okay, I changed in change password. I need to write that over here. Okay, so yeah, this has been done now. And what else? Okay, this should be okay, so I'll say b nav bar hyphen light. Refresh. Okay, it is not working. Let it be like this for now. Okay, we will change this later on. Okay, once this is done, now we go to change password, and here in change password we need to update this layout. Okay, so I'll just go to this profile and I'll just copy this layout and go to change password.html and I will just paste that over here. Now I will remove this form and I'll just copy this form simply and I'll paste that over here. Now we don't need this above tags. Okay, like we do need this extend base.html and we should be fine now. Okay, and you can see we got this form also. So we need to fix active class for this change password. So sidebar, come to sidebar.html and I'll just copy this if loop and paste that over here, and I will remove this class. Okay, now we will copy this path and paste it over here. We should be fine now. Okay, so we have designed our forms very well, right? And our drop down is also fully functional. Now we need to change only one item, which is this. Okay, action 3. So instead of this action 3, I want this create blog link, right? So here I'll close all the files. Okay, and I'll go to navbar.html. So in containers, navbar.html. Okay, so I am finding this create blog thing. Okay, now I'll just come very down in a drop down section and here I'll just paste that, and here I will just say create blog. Okay, now from this navbar I'll just remove this link, save this, come to browser, refresh, and in drop down if I click on create blog, I should be redirected to blog creation form. Okay, blog creation page actually, right? So yeah, we have updated almost everything. Now in next video we will just update this page. Okay, so yeah, this is it for today's video, guys. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in next one. Thank you.